Yes, that's right. Good morning. You do want, well, I mean, you want some of this. I know you do. But it's time. It's time to get some of it. Howdy. I hope everybody is ready. There we go. Let's do this one. Let's get this big bad boy out of the way. Let's get this one out of the way. There we go. Boom. Do one of these. Send now. Here we go. Hey, 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 hey,
Welcome to Costco.
Hey, Tech Savvy, how you doing? Hey, Dr. Crabling, how you doing? Is it kind of funny that you made this repo? It's like, you know, there's quite a few people on it. Shout-outs are allowed always. Shout out! See, I can do it. You know what I mean? Tokyo! Porque Maria. Anti-foundation propaganda.
Welcome to Costco.
Okay.
I love you.
Is this what you're going for? I can't tell if you're serious or not. You want to just clarify your position? You want to clarify your position? Hey, dude, doer, thank you for the tier 3. Holy cow. Holy cow. Dang. Hey, Dr. Disrespect. I'm not Doctor. Okay? I'm closer to Charlie Day.
It turns all your bad feelings into good feelings.
If I made a plugin called Pinky Buffer and mapped all my Vim motions to Control Plus, will I be evil? I don't know. Buggy Worm, clarify your position, dog. Okay? Clarify your position. I gotta understand what you're trying to say to me because it's confusing.
I love you.
Okay, clarify your position. Is it me or Rust is getting rusty? They're getting rusty. Your stream isn't working on YouTube. Well, that's because why would it work on YouTube? What do you think this is? Some sort of place in which we're doing that? You kidding me? You kidding me? You kidding me? Clarify your position. Okay, now I got to know what happened to the live event this weekend. Clarify your position. Is there anything worse than writing MATLAB scripts? I don't know. Hey, hey, Tech Savvy, thank you for the 1.7K. Wow. So that all of it. Okay. I don't know what you're saying. I asked you to clarify your position, so you're out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
Before the storm as the round
begins. We don't want none of this. You know, I was just like, yo, hey, dog, why don't you clarify your position? And the guy's like, let's do more evil for making things like Emacs. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Just get to the point here, okay? And guess what, Karen? He couldn't get to the point, okay? That's in the employee book handbook, okay? You got to get to the point. Oh, you're saying I'm not getting to the point, huh? You want to go toe-to-toe with me, Karen? Get him out. Get him out.
Before the storm as the round begins.
We don't want none of this. Get to the point. Hey, really, Orca, thank you for the resubscribed. Sasquatch, thank you for the one community sub. Again, tier 3. Do your business. You do your business all over me right here. Okay, and I appreciate that, McBride. Thank you for the tier 1 11 months in Tech Savvy. I appreciate all of it. Okay, I do. Studying Moses. What you studying, Moses? You use Arch, by the way? The Lord's operating system? Is that what you're trying to say? The Lord's Rust. Should have clarified his position. I don't know. I tried to give him multiple chances.
Welcome to Costco.
I was just dabbing. I was just dabbing in Rust for business. I'm starting. After doing. Oh my goodness, doing some Advent of Code and Rust this year. Been reinvigorated to keep up with. Okay, nice. Yeah, let's get it. Hey, Gismal Dev, thank you. And in Sectron, in Suck Me Tron, thank you very much. And Broodlord, and Jonathan Perill. Appreciate that. I'm just here for the drama. You could be here for more than just the drama, okay? We're just getting started. We're barely out the gates, okay? Most people put on like a, hey, welcome here kind of deal, okay? We're not going to do this, hey, welcome here. No, I don't read the comment. Can't wait for the JSON versus Protobuff video. Yeah, I do want to start that. I have some things kind of going. It's feeling pretty
Welcome
good.
to Costco.
Schmibster. Hey, welcome here. Yeah, hey, welcome. Ooh, do you hear that? Oh my goodness. This thing is like getting licked in the ear. Fantastic.
Welcome to Costco.
Viewer!
I love you.
Viewery! Oh my goodness, I love Viewer. If there has ever been somebody that I should never have given mod to, it's Viewer. And we gave a mod right off the rip. Okay, no questions asked. Give the boy mod. I've been looking at this. I didn't understand this. So I didn't quite get this. I mean, he made one yesterday. Am I right? But today, I don't really get it. I didn't really get the joke. Let's see. Will it only be Protobuff or gRPC itself, too? I would like to just try to do Protobuff because I feel like it's unfair to do gRPC. Oh, my goodness. You just... Lamau. No, oh, my goodness. Did Warren Buffering just get a 60? I'm mod, too, right? Oh, my goodness. You just got dunked on. Warren just got dunked on. Captain Proto, that's interesting. I would be curious to do some Captain Proto. I don't really know the difference between Protobuff and Captain Proto or what they offer or the ergonomics of it all.
I love you.
Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. More drama. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. You can't just time Warren out. Wait, no. There you go. Timed him out for 1 second. Okay, come on. Slow it down. Okay, Warren, speak up. Now, let's see. Twitch broke the 0 timeout. Oh, man. Now that I'm here, what is this drama? We're about to do it. I'm waiting for a few minutes, okay? We're only at 6 minutes into the stream, so we got to wait until we get, I usually wait till like the 10th minute.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
To get started, because you know what? People are coming in. Most people haven't been here for a while, so they're dropping, some subs or things like that. Okay,
Welcome
look,
to
Big
Costco.
Dick Daddy from Cincinnati over here just dropping a little sub. Okay, and he wants to know that he's heard, and I'm here to tell him that it is. And then we're gonna go over some Rust stuff. Viewer, I love you. Shines
Welcome
love,
to
addicted to the
Costco.
streams and primetime. Let's go.
You.
That's awesome. Johansu. I cannot believe primetime works. Real talk, I cannot believe my side channel, in which I jokingly
Welcome to
made
Costco.
just as an experiment, took off like a rocket. Okay, I mean it has taken off like a rocket, and I did not see that at all. I get the most insults from it. Literally, I just decided to jokingly try it. I'm like, okay, here's my side channel. I never do anything here, and then it just goes. Bruh. Look at that. There was 700, almost 1 million views in a week. What? This is just unreal. I just didn't think this would ever happen. It was just a joke. It was literally a joke YouTube channel that just, I don't know. I didn't know. I did not know. People heckin' love reactions. I know they do. I did not know this. Primetime is amazing. I am shocked about it, bro. I love primetime. I don't often catch the stream. Yeah. Is the primetime is everywhere and the recommendation, even though I hate Rust. It's not a lot of that. I'm addicted. Really? Oh my goodness. It's wild. I cannot believe any of you guys are saying these things. It's a top tier. Okay, I had one rule I made with myself about doing reaction content, which was if I was going to do reaction content, I was going to have to lay down some serious engineering experience into it. Meaning that when I do it, I want everybody to be able to leave with new information.
Welcome to Costco.
And so that was kind of my whole goal, and I feel like we've achieved it.
Welcome to Costco.
I do. All right, hey, I got to go back here. Neil Electron, 8 months or something.
Welcome to
Damn,
Costco.
8 months. Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati coming in with the gifted sub and then the five banger. Damn, Kronborg, thank you very much. I love Twitch's UI. It decided not to show me you are live. Nice. Son of a, if your house gets egg / toilet paper / lid on fire, I'm out of town, okay? It wasn't me. Okay, deal. Kanjin Code, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Invisible Axum, thank you for the Prime for 3 months. That's commitment. Joker Dan, yee-haw! Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, Set Top Vox, let's go. Ta-da. I love it. Thank you for that's 7 months. We're a little commitment there. Zeratech, thank you for the tier 1 6 months. Hello.
Welcome to Costco.
And of course,
I
Neon
love you.
Electronic again, 5 gifted subs. Appreciate
Welcome
that.
to Costco.
A-Wave,
I love
well. 2 months Twitch Prime. Let's go. Damn, that streak break, but 6 months or something maybe. Hell yeah, brother. That looks good. And Griff, thank you for the 10 banger. Let's go. All right, you guys ready for this? I feel like I'm ready. One's in the chat if it's time to start going over some Rust stuff. I appreciate the 10 banger, Griff. Damn it, Griff. Damn it, Griff. Prime time's greater than main channel. The reaction content is more suited to the main channel than NeoVim tutorials. Yeah.
Welcome to Costco.
My body is
I
ready.
love you.
Well, I'm going to do performance measuring techniques on main channel. That's going to be my main channel. No more Vim content. It's all of that. Make a visceral threats and allowed. Ask a mod straight
Welcome
to
to
jail.
Costco.
Yep, exactly.
I love you.
The Godot dev. Lord Mako, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Welcome to Costco.
Dude, Griff, damn it,
I love
Griff.
you.
Griff. Doyer, thank you again for that tier 3. Akharm, 13 brand new tier 1 people. You know what we do to brand new tier 1s. You know what we do to brand new
Welcome to Costco.
tier 1s.
I love you.
I need a fast man-thigh exposure to validate you have the speed and agility to be able to make it here at the startup. Lord Mago, thank you very much. And N Branches 8, again, thank you for that. Ekarm, brand new tier 1, I appreciate that. Okay, still waiting for those man-thigh picks, okay? Just want that. A bit of a basic question, but how do I get started in Rust? You're gonna have to Google this, okay? This get started in Rust business. I would suggest get some Googles first. If you ask me, hey, which one do you like better? I can answer that. But this whole, I'm just not gonna do it. Okay. Fox and McNoob, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I feel like you got me to curse. The only general. Thank you for that brand new Twitch Prime. Love you. Also, Quick is greater than TCP. Quick is not. You've just those are two different things, right? Because Quick has implications on level 4. Is it level 5? It has implications on level 4, 5, and 6, right? Whereas TCP is just level 4. So it's kind of different, right? Really, you're saying UDP is greater than TCP. UDP plus TCP over UDP is greater than TCP. Is that what you're trying to say? Hey, thank you again. Your average gamer's giving out 2 community subs. Give them to me, baby. Appreciate that. And the long bone. Oh, I love a good long boning. I'm looking for advice. I start a new job. Average age of the devs is like 25. They're always under pressure to get new features out, and they're always using bad coding practices. Yikes. That's tough. It's tough right there. It's tough, I must say. It's tough. Is this a Rust channel? Absolutely. You can tell right away because it uses the word ICUP instead of TCP. Absolutely. TCP over UDP, the fuck? Yeah, it's pretty popular. Margex, thank you very much. And all-in winner. Yo. All right, so let's do this, people. Let's get going. Did I ping the Discord? I pinged the Discord. I think I pinged the Twitches. Yeah. Okay. So, for those that don't know, I think we're there. I think we're pretty much there. We're at the 12-minute mark. Are you guys ready to get started? I'm ready to get started. You guys all ready to get started?
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Yo, Rio Filco. Hey, what do you think about logic in a database? Doesn't sound fun to me. Start the stream. Ready? Yeah. 1. I'm shoving up, ready to go. That's my mod. That's my mod. Look at my mod, do my little mod thing. Oh, nice. Go get him, Australia software engineer, with the help of fire shipping me. That's kind of crazy to think about. All right, so I did read this last night. And so I did it on stream last night, but there weren't very many people around, and I know that we're kind of getting ready, and I would like to kind of give like a complete picture of what has happened. So let's do this. So I think that it's best to kind of give a full picture here. You know what I mean? So let's do this. Okay. Rust trademark policy draft revision update. Next steps, okay? We're gonna do this. We're gonna read this. Obviously, this was released. What was that? Yesterday. Yeah, this was released yesterday. Here's what's next with the Rust trademark policy revision process as we review your feedback on the initial draft and work to address it in a new version. By the way, we're going to read this, plus we're going to also read this reaction by the Register, okay? Just so you guys know, all right? Let's see. First off, on April 6, 2003, the Rust Foundation released an initial draft and updated Rust trademark policy via the feedback form open to the public. Both the 10-day consultation period and the Rust trademark policy draft were created in collaboration between the Rust Foundation, the Rust project directors, and the trademark working group and the legal counsel with extensive experience in drafting open source policies. Extensive experience in wow, I'm surprised with extensive experience. Things have gone so far off the rails. Thank you to everyone who submitted feedback on the Rust trademark policy draft over the past 10 days. The forum was closed April 16th at 5 p.m. PDT. Given the D in the PT. Proceeding with transparency, during the consultation period, it became clear that many people in the Rust community had questions, concerns, and confusion surrounding the policy draft and a group involved in overseeing it. While we have only just begun the process of carefully reviewing your feedback, we understand that the process of drafting the Rust trademark policy should have been more transparent, and we apologize for that.
That scared me.
Okay, that scared me, and that's not allowed right now. We're in the middle of reading, and I should have turned off my alerts. I've turned off my alerts. You will wait for the thank you. Lithium. Guarantee it was Lithium. He always is up to no good. Lithium, thank you, Lithium. No good, Lithium. Coming out. I can just tell. I can smell it from here. Thank you, Lithium. I noticed you forgot to turn off your... Shut up. Shut up. Okay, anyways... Now that we got the distraction out of the way, I did want to go over this. So I think, okay, so there's actually a couple things. I've been kind of just thinking about this and stewing on this. Like, what are they saying right here? Now, I think that if you try to root out the problem, in all fairness to the foundation, the root of the problem probably was transparency. Maybe if they were more open about the things they were thinking about early on, though I don't know how that could have ever happened in a way that people could really be engaged with it other than the way they did it. But, you know, theoretically, there exists a world in which they could be transparent, in which everyone was able to say things earlier on. Absolutely. But that's not where I'm upset about, okay? That's not what I think any of us are upset about. I think what we're more upset about is that this first one right here, right? So they're claiming some sort of ability that they really do know what they're doing. This is their juice box. This is their wheelhouse. They've been doing this for a long time. They know what they're doing. Then how did you get it so dang wrong? And the second thing that I think is really upsetting is that you don't address the actual problem. Yes, it's great to try to address some sort of root cause and say, hey, this was the problem. But if your root cause was a small if statement that changed a bit of logic, but the problem that arose was hundreds of people lost money, you would say sorry for what happened, along with here is what we think the root cause was. So the Rust Foundation or the project team or the legal counsel or whoever wrote this draft, one of the people involved in it, just completely sidestepped the fact that they really, really goofed. And they should have thought about it a bit more, and it does not match their previous policy in terms of overreach for what they can do. And they really scared the crap out of a lot of people and really hurt the community's trust in them. They should have just addressed it, moved on, and they did not. And thirdly, something that just I think has just irked me more than anything else involving this entire situation is the fact that there was Ferris, which is not owned by them, but the policy draft that they made it seem like they, out of the charity of their own goodwill, was giving it for us to be able to use. And I hate that, okay? Talk about nothing more Oracle, more like big corporation bullshit than that, because that was like the truest form of deceit, being like, but don't worry, Ferris is for everybody. We're going to make sure Ferris is for everybody. No, you didn't have the rights to it in the first place. At least that's what everyone's been telling me, which is just like, I just don't like that. They should have been honest and transparent. We don't own the Ferris logo, therefore this document cannot contain anything about the Ferris logo. That's what they should have said. That's what it should have came across as. That's how they should have approached it. But no, they used it as if it was some sort of goodwill ploy, and I do not like that. I don't think Rust is dead, so I see a bunch of people saying Rust is dead. I think there's plenty of room to make Rust great again. That's going to make somebody upset. Oh, he's just triggered. But like, I do think that there's plenty of room that they can come back and be good, but I do think they just got to own it. Just own it already. Just own it. Just say it was a goof, didn't mean it. You know, we should have taken more time realizing how open source works and how people kind of rely on this and the fact that people are trying to make their lives off of it. Maybe we shouldn't have such animus towards commercial projects. Maybe we should have come up with a process for you to sub-license out Rust in a more formal manner before we even draft that you can't have it in the first place. Maybe we should have done those things. Maybe we should have ensured that we address the fears of the people and not just some corporate bullshit, right? Maybe they should have done that. But I don't feel like they've done that. You know what I mean? They didn't do that. All right. Anyways, the consultation phase of the policy drafting process was intended to give the Rust community members the opportunity to review the first draft of the trademark policy and express their questions, concerns, and comments. That's the intended use, yes. Is that what happened? The process has helped us understand that the initial draft clearly needs improvement. In the next phase, we will provide more progress updates and work to address the concerns that were raised. While our review of your feedback has just begun, it is already clear that many had there are many valid critiques of the initial draft. We will address those critiques in the next version of the policy. So I think, you know what, so before we continue on, I do think that there's actually a really good thing we got to jump out for a quick second and look at this other thing that I saw. I forgot to pull it up, but it's by Burnt Sushi. If anyone could try to link it to me, that'd be great. Let's see, and great, let's see. Gosh, what is it? It's Burnt Sushi, Reddit, Rust. Does anyone know? Does anyone have that link? Because I would love to do that. I'd love to kind of go over that little bit here. Let's see if he has. Oh man, he does a lot of that. All right. Okay, so this might be it. Okay, so this might be it. There we go. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue right here for a quick second. So I think that this little Reddit. This Reddit post by Burnt Sushi and the comment by what's it called, the creator of Rust, I think has a really great kind of takeaway here. So whoopsies, I just accidentally clicked on Graydon, but yeah, Graydon does a really great kind of like point back. So let's go over Burnt Sushi's thing here for a second. First off, if you don't know Burnt Sushi, Rip Grep. Obviously, huge, community member of the Rust thing, has built a lot of really awesome stuff. There's all these things that, he's trying to address a lot of concerns, and I'm not going to go over a lot of the concerns. I think right down here is really amazing part right here. He stated this: this is not necessarily a new policy, but rather a codification and clarification for the policy that already existed. Edit, as Graydon points out below. Remember, he's kind of the dude that made Rust. This is a bit of a stretch. Well before the foundation materialized. So let's find that one. Gosh, I hate navigating Reddit. It is always the worst thing in the universe. I just want to view all comments and by him. There we go. So let's see what Graydon has to say. Because really what's happening is Burnt Sushi is just making a defense that there's no animus in the Rust Foundation. They're not trying to target anybody. There should be no conspiracies about it. They're just trying to do what is right, and it came out like this. I take no issue with your history nor characterization of the good intentions of all parties involved. I concur there is no conspiracy here, but I think it is quite a stretch, not a little bit of a stretch, quite the stretch, to say that the new policy is the same as the old one, just clarified. Indeed, I think the crux of everyone's complaint is the seemingly very substantial ways the two differ. Open them up side by side so you can actually go look at these. I can even link this in chat right now. So you can actually go and look at this, right? If you really want to go look at the differences between the two policies. And look at what they each say about, specifically package names, project names, repos, or websites using the word Rust, or modified versions of the logo for small groups or projects. Like, that's really where all the stuff spawned from, right? Because if we're an open, the thing is that no language can survive by the foundation that supports it. You really have to have a community that's building everything out, that's building out educational material, that's building out commercial services, that is building out open source repos. They really have to be going really hard on all those facets. So if you are effectively trying to stunt that with your policy, it does slow things down quite a bit. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. There are other people, there are other very popular projects that have done this, and it just never did anything, right? But I think for the Rust one, it caught everyone off guard a little bit more. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was kind of a very interesting take here. Is that, it really just changed the general feel of the open sourceness. And, and Rust is not necessarily a product. Crates.io is a product, or, you can even argue that Cargo the tool is a product, but Rust is not necessarily a product. It would be kind of strange to consider it a product. All right, let's keep on going. Next steps: feedback, review, revision, and public report. We know that people are eager to see their feedback addressed in the next version of the trademark policy. We intend to address as much of the feedback as possible, but we won't be able to discuss specific changes until after we reviewed the feedback with our legal counsel. Again, we are aiming to be more transparent during the next phase as we work on the next draft, but this will take time, and we ask for your patience. Now that the feedback form is closed, the Rust Trademark Working Group, the Rust Foundation, and the Rust Project Directors will thoroughly review your feedback together. As promised, we will share a report of the general nature of the feedback submitted as soon as possible. After we have conducted a collaborative review of all feedback, the Rust Foundation, Rust Project Directors, and Trademark Working Group will begin holding initial meetings with our legal counsel to address key feedback areas and recommend revisions in the new policy draft. We want to reiterate that we will not put any policy into effect until we have something that both the Rust Foundation and project leadership are satisfied with. This is very key note right here, because notice that it does not mention the community at all. The Rust Foundation, Rust Project Directors, and Trademark Working Group will work together to ensure the community is informed as possible, and we are working hard to implement the necessary feedback. Thank you again for participating in the process of revisiting the initial Rust trademark policy draft. We're grateful to work with the community that is active in advocating for what they want to see in such a policy. Again, I still feel like this is such a miss. I really, really wish they would have addressed what was worrying the community more and saying that they are going to consider it along with the feedback, and until they have a complete and accurate view of what's happening, they are not going to give any updates until that point, right? They're going to do something that kind of really helps people understand that they're on their team. And it just, I don't know. I feel like they kind of missed out on what caused all the problems, or at least that's my perspective of it all. Yeah. What do you guys think? Any thoughts on it? Hey, how about this one? Can you type 1 in the chat if you're happy with their response? 1 in the chat if you're happy with the response. Okay, there's a 1. We got a 1. We got a -1. We got a 1. We got a couple 1s. Mostly not 1s. We got some 1s, though. We got some 1s. Hey, all right, so everybody, let's give the people that said 1 a chance. Please let them have a chance. It appears instructions were unclear. It does. Dick might be in fan. For those that did type 1, could you please take a moment and type out like a 1 or 2 sentence in here for why you think that what this little update is, that it was a good update? I'm very, very curious what you think, because to me it almost feels kind of like they knew and they just ignored it, right? Why would you be unhappy with this preliminary response? Were people expecting a full review? No, not at all. I was not expecting it at all. I was expecting them to address like, hey, we believe we've overstepped and that we feel like we've missed with the community, right? And we're sorry for those that feel unheard or threatened by our actions, whatever, right? Just I don't even care what they say. Long as they just say, hey, community, we could tell you guys were upset by the inundation of responses and feedback. I feel like we have a miss here. It is our bad. Let us try this process again. We're going to be more transparent. Like, that's not hard to do, right? They said sorry that they didn't give us information earlier. They didn't say sorry for anything else. Right? It just feels like, it just feels like standard corporate. Like, really, if you wanted a good corporate response, that's a good corporate response, right? A 1 here. I understand. It's a normal answer. They need to think. Next post will be important. What direction? Okay, okay, that's fair. Okay, comprehending. Okay, I'll give a fair on this one, which is that is just a standard corporate response. It's how they respond to all the feedback next that's really going to show. Try out finally a smart Twitch chatter. Okay, calm down. 1, because Go is a better language, and now you learned. Are apologies ever done well? That's good. That's fair. That's fair. In my opinion, just let it cook. They said they missed. Okay. Fair. I think those are fair feedbacks. We'll judge them on their response next. I think that is fair, and we can wait. And despite my desires, that doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter about my desire specifically. It's more important that their pivoting from this is good. So we can all agree to that, I think. I think everyone can agree to that. The important bits are in the response. We are going to be more transparent. The first edition wasn't good. It's going to be fixed. That's all. Okay. Yep. Okay. I can change my mind. I'm fine changing my mind. You know what I mean? Let the foundation cook. We can let the foundation cook. There's also a lot of complaints that that come from misunderstanding how trademarks work, and those parts can't change. Sure. Do you have any suggestions on daily route? No. No. Wrong one. Are these songs in a playlist? No. You love this song? Okay. Yeah, I thought so too. Just got home. Could you resume the post? No. All right. Awesome. This was great. They argued against transparency, straw man. Yeah, okay. They're not reacting because of everyone's initial response. They're going to react on the reaction of their second response so they can see how pissed everyone still is and edit their policies from there. Interesting theory. Interesting theory. The way Prime says no turns me on. No. So Fury sold. All right, so hey, thank you for all that. Here, let's I'm gonna turn on alerts for a quick second. Let's go over some things that were said. If D doesn't need a trademark, why does Rust? I mean, when I started implementing C++ in 1987, I called AT&T's lawyers and asked if I could call it C++. He said, sure, go ahead. He also laughed and said nobody even bothered to ask before. I returned the favor with D, no trademark. This guy's been around for a while. This guy's been around for quite some time. Yeah, D is the successor to C++, but nobody really cared, I guess. All right, anyways, let's turn on some of these.
Welcome to Costco.
Time for the big D. Yeah, nice D. Thank you. It is a nice D. Huge W. I mean, it was good. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the content. C++ does have a trademark owned by ISO. That's why Microsoft calls their compiler Visual C++, not C++. Oh, interesting. But they still use the term C++, which is interesting. What's the foundation update juice? Nothing much, really. Xmax, thank you very much for the brand new Twitch Prime. I hope LLL is correct and it's just the Rust Foundation lawyers sucking at words. I hope so, too. Low-level learning. I hope so, too.
Oh, that scared me.
Fool me once. Fool me once. Okay, people? Fool me once. Holy C is greater than C++. Befredo, I think you're correct. Yeah, I think this is also true. I think that it's impossible. So one thing I think is really impossible that probably isn't stated, Crimson, I cannot believe you did another 50. This is outrageous. It's outrageous, Crimson. You've done back-to-back 50s and 100 in the recent memory. You're probably up to what, 1820, 1830, 1840? You are currently at 1445. Okay, I was a little off, but that's pretty much correct. Dang. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Sake Michi, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Lithium with the 20, scaring the crap out of me. Stupac, agreed. Rust needs to put the ego aside and admit they are wrong. I mean, again, I still think that would have been really good just to take a moment and say that. Hey, Lithium, I didn't realize you did a second one just to recheck to see if my my alerts were off. They were off. Thank you. The real Philco, again, Ayo, all in winner. Ayo. And Marge X, I think I said long. And Longbone, yeah, I remember these. Okay, I remember them. All right, people, you ready for the next piece of stuff? Okay.
Oh, that scared me.
$14.95. Columbus sailed the ocean sky. That's what I was taught in school. Public education, one of the best out there. Okay. I don't know if you guys have. I don't know if you guys did that, but that's what the public education did. Okay. $14.95. Columbus sailed with the blue sky. That's how I remember. That's how I remember it. Thank you very much, Crimson Mana. I really do genuinely appreciate that. I don't know how or why or where you got this bug in you, but it was just recently. You've just gone off the rails. Again, appreciate it, buddy. I do. Crimson, I do want to try to do some more. We're going to be doing some more Discord nights where we play some sort of game. And so if you're in the Discord, Have your name hooked up, and so that way,
Welcome
if
to
we play any
Costco.
games and you want to be
I
a
love you.
second, third, or fourth on, say, Fortnite or something, we'll get you in, baby. Okay, fair. What's your opinion on apps like Dreamweaver for making a website? I'm not even sure what to do with that question, to tell you the honest truth. 2002 was an amazing year, and I think that Dreamweaver had a heyday in 2002, and I totally agree. It was amazing back then.
Welcome to Costco.
Absolutely.
I love you.
I don't know where you've been. You honestly must have been somebody that accidentally fell asleep, got hurt, went into a coma for multiple decades, and just woke up. Yep, just woke up from a coma. And I would just like to let you know that the times actually moved on, and Dreamweaver is no longer good. In fact, after Dreamweaver, NetBeans, Sublime really started to shine. IntelliJ was still slow. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this browser NeoVim entered the scene. They weren't really sure about it. At the same time, VS Code and Atom came onto the scene. Atom, with extremely amazing engineers, built Tree Sitter, which is just out of world amazing Rust product that does extremely fast tree diffs for languages. And VS Code gave you React in an editor and is slow and shitty. Stop it! Okay, so this is my thought here. Okay, hear me out, Karen. Let's get a bouquet of flowers, yellow roses, okay? Sign of friendship, not sign of, I don't want to, give them the wrong idea, okay? And I want you to sneak it onto Crimson's man desk with a little note that says, meet me in our favorite one-on-one spot. Trust me. He's gonna know. Trust me. He's gonna know. Anyways, okay.
That scared me.
I just choked on my spit. I literally just choked on my spit and just emotionally hurt myself. I think I just flopped my esophagus inside out for a second. Okay. Lithium, there's really no competition to be had. Okay.
Welcome
You're
to Costco.
doing great.
I love you.
Crimson, man. Oh my goodness, please tell me this is a peen. Is this a peen? Come on, give it to. Oh, it's a dude. What is this? Some sort of animal? Dude, you couldn't even bother to give me a nice Mario in the chat. Instead, you go off and give me one of those. Okay, come on. What are you trying to get banned? A capybara? I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. Okay. A guinea pig. You know what I say to guinea pigs? Oh, what do we got here? We got another one. Okay, great. Really hoping to see a peen here. That's what I get. What are your thoughts on Elixir? Ever used it? No. Do you guys want a peen? Do you guys want one? I'm sure I could get one. Hey, Prime. My manager forces me to code in Python while there are incompetent developers working on Go and Rust. I have multiple large-scale projects in Go and Rust. What should I do? Have you showed it to him? Does he know how proficient you are? Have you started just making commits to those larger projects to show him that you have the skills to pay the bills, right? Because a lot of times people don't know these things, and so they won't necessarily look at that. You know what I mean? You got to show the proficiency. That's a huge thing. Lithium, again, thank you very much. Lith, my guy. Real talk. Okay, that is a peen. Okay, guys, no, Yum Shot, no, stop it. Yum Shot, don't actually do it. No, Yum Shot. Dang it. I didn't know how to delete the message. Damn it, Yum Shot. You're not actually supposed to give me the Mario, okay? I'm supposed to ask for it, and we're all supposed to laugh because we know you don't actually do it, okay? Oh, my goodness. Stop it! Get him out! Who's that? Is that George Washington being offended? I actually can't even tell who this is supposed to be. I can't even tell. Okay, stop.
Welcome to Costco.
All right, thank you.
I love
Marcos.
you.
Marcos, thank you. Is that George Washington doing an oh my goodness face? All right, let's move on to the next thing. It was from Mario. Do you think certifications like maybe? I question the places you work. I question the places you asked for it. I'm sorry. I love you. Something Costco. Hey, appreciate it, buddy. You'll be back in. It was only a 60-second timeout, I think, unless if it was longer. If it was longer, I'm sorry. I don't know where you're at in this mess. So yum shot here. Untime out. Yum shot. Oh, I actually don't know if that's a dick or not. So we're gonna say this one passes. Okay, this one passes. Okay, this one passes. Now I'm gonna be real here. Is there a website that generates ASCII art for Twitch? Generate ASCII art for Twitch. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. If you guys were, what is it? What? Let's see. Okay. Honestly, if you guys were smart, I'm not gonna actually really claim that you guys are smart, because you're not. But if you were, I personally would have waited for you to do this one. 8 equals D, right? Right there you go. Now that would have been really that would have been the play right there. Okay. Okay. If you would have done that, math, right? Called it math. Boom, 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 boom. And you would have hit him with a little bit of math, right? Like, I can't argue about math. Okay, that's bad math. That is bad math. That is bad math. Here, go like this. Let's see, go like this. Go to image, shrink to selection. There we go. There we go. Let's do this one more time. Let's do this one more time. Go to math, and then do a go on this one. Okay, that one didn't work out at all. One more time. Let's turn this thing back on. There we go. This one. Maybe they need a black background. I don't know how this stuff works, okay? I don't know how they're doing things. Oh my goodness. Save, yes, export. One more try. Here we go. How come you guys have such good ones? All I want to do is have a little bit of math in the chat. This is so terrible. I don't know. Okay, why do you guys get good ones? How come you guys get good ones? Okay, what? Your detail's incredible. I just want a little 8 equals. Can somebody just make me 8 equals D? This is so offensive. Oh my goodness. This is just so offensive. This is just so bad. All right. Anyways, all right, let's move on. We're moving on. All right, get out of here, Rust Foundation. I don't even want to look at any more of this Rust Foundation bullshit. Okay? Let's see. Bruh. All right, thank you for the goose. All right, so hey, we're going to read this one, which I think is kind of interesting. Marker, benchmarks for database. So this is my favorite database, my favorite Edge database. I know this guy, very nice guy. He wrote a little blog article about how he made this thing super duper fast. And so I really want to read this one because I actually think this one is pretty cool. Okay, so hey, alerts are going off. I think this is going to be pretty cool. Yeah, edgy. Yeah. Edge Lord reads article about how database is fast. By the way, just a little shout out to the Terso team. There's like several core contributors to Linux on the Terso team. They're very, very smart. They're very good engineers. They're very, very good engineers. All right, Vercel benchmarks show Terso has low latencies everywhere. What the edge, data edge, is good for. What good is the edge if your database is on the other side of the planet? This is true. Deploying to the edge is a cool new thing developers do. This is true. They really do feel like it's the coolest thing. And why shouldn't you? Being able to deploy the code that runs everywhere without worrying about picking locations yourself and always being a couple of milliseconds away from your users. Like, what's not like to like? All right, here we go. Back from the, let's see. Okay, Guillermo. sends a tweet. It's true. The internet feels faster once you've stepped into the U.S. And it's true that edge computers help makes this better. But the moment you need to provide dynamic experience, things get muddier. Like your database is somewhere in the U.S., so fetching data from it will add a considerable amount of latency. So this has always been a huge problem when it comes to databases in edge stuff, right? Is that if you are trying to like surf it from Australia, you're gonna have to go to US. You have to go to your nearest database, right? And so like this is a big deal. How databases compare. Vercel recently announced a cool demo tool which allows you to pick a database and test the latency from edge functions to the database. Each database is assigned a preferred region, and test will fire 10 requests directly to that region and another 10 requests through an edge region closer to you. Here's an example of what the output is for me using PlanetScale database. The light blue line shows the regional latency, the latency when the edge function is executed closest to the database, and the pure purple line, or in the purple line, shows the latency when the edge function is executed closest to me, the user. Okay, very interesting. So let's see. Globally, so we have some, there's definitely some times here when it's closer, it's pretty dang quick when it's close, right? Latency, processing time, end to end. All right, this is the total latency from the client perspective. It considers the total round trip between the browser and the edge, your internet connection, and location will influence these results. Okay, so global, we're somewhere around in here, regional right in here. Now, one thing I don't like about these tests right away, this is kind of a rule of thumb. Whenever you do tests, I know it's just supposed to be simple, but 10 requests isn't necessarily a great thing, right? You know what I mean? This isn't a great comparison, but we'll go for it. It should give you perhaps a direction, right? And what this says to me is that if the request is close to you, you can respond fairly fast. If the request is not next to you, right, and goes somewhere else, you still respond fairly quick, but it's longer, right? Needs a larger sample size for sure, absolutely, right? Okay, good, because, there's a lot of problems with these type of measurements. When someone does this, you have to ask yourself, what's running on their computer? What's running on the routers that they're testing on? How clean is their connection? Because, real talk, if you're sitting here trying to do performance testing that also involves internet requesting, and next to you in the next room is somebody watching Netflix and you're both on Wi-Fi, it completely does change the behavior of these latency distributions. So, is it fair to do that? That's where you got to ask yourself some questions. How was this conducted? But assuming they all had the same condition, right? So we're going to make the assumption that these are all the same condition. I'm a couple hours away from Toronto. So what the graph above shows is that life is great in North America, in particular, if you're on the East Coast. US East 1 is AWS's largest region, and it's where databases tend to be. This graph shows me that there's an edge function even closer to the database, the delta between the purple and the light blue lines, but I'm only 20 milliseconds away. Yeah. Okay, so there's a slight improvement, in other words. Okay. Things are different in other places, but some members of my team are not so lucky. For my colleague, Athos, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the situation is very different. For the graph on the left, with the browser time excluded, while the regional latency is unsurprisingly the same, the latency from his closest edge is over 120 milliseconds. Okay, so processing time is nothing. Dang. There's a big difference here. The graph to the right, which includes browser time, shows that ultimately it doesn't matter if he goes directly to the database or through the closest edge function. He will always be some 20 to 50 milliseconds behind me. That's actually a pretty cool little thing showing you right here, which is it doesn't matter, right? There's parts of this world that no matter what they do, they're going to get the same, they're going to get the same experience. And that's kind of tough right there, right? I mean, obviously, this is why you want to measure, say, 100 or 1,000 times, because does this spike happen once every 4 times? Does it happen once every 2 times? Does it happen, was this a lucky run? You don't know, right? Yeah, USA. Yeah, exactly. Real life is often more complex. This example is quite simple. A single query, a single hop. But what happens if we need to have a complex pattern where you query with the database 5 times in a row to serve a request? Okay, so this is really good. This is much more realistic in the microservice world, if you will, right? Because you have a service that validates who you are. You have a service that validates, that you have this kind of data. You have a service that goes through and and make sure that the data is up to date. You have a service that goes through and inserts extra things that may need it. Like, right, at any larger company, there's not just like a singular request that's tied to a singular HTTP request, right? There's often several trips to different databases, all pulling in information to give the user some level, whatever. You know what I mean? Prime Ven Pro Brazil. Thank you. Here's Toronto with times over 300 milliseconds is a reasonable experience. Okay. Wow. Okay. So if you're a little bit closer, you're definitely paying less cost here, but it's still a lot, right? This is a lot. Very exciting, but it's a lot. Toronto, stop with the T. Toronto? No, sorry. I say it. Okay, again, I've gone through this one too many times. I use endonyms, okay? You can, I use exonyms. You use exonyms, okay? Hey, quick question. Okay, tough guy. Hey, tough guy. Speaking all this nonsense, what is the capital of South Dakota? How would you say this, guy? Hey, yeah, you. How would you say that? How would you say that? Oh, you would say Pierre. Well, guess what, you dumbass? That's not how you say it at all. It's pronounced Pierre, like P-U-R-E. Everybody around here calls it Pierre. 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 Why is it called Pierre? I don't know why it's called Pierre. It should be Pierre. And you know what? This guy calls it Pierre, okay? So guess what? F off, Toronto, okay? Get the hell out of here. Tell me how to live my life like that. I call it Vite. I call it China. I call it Pierre. I call it Toronto. Y'all can just f right off, all right? There is one consideration, though. I do call it Brazil, okay? I do call it Brazil. Brazilians. Okay? I just made the entire chat upset. Everybody is so angry now. All right, here's Toronto. Okay. But in Rio de Janeiro, we have crossed the 500 millisecond threshold, usually over 700 milliseconds. That's some pretty big ones right there, right? Brazil. Ooh, Brazil. You done angered the Canadians. I know they're like, I don't know what that's all about, but you know what? I'm going to say something mean like, hey, mister, you're pronouncing it wrong, and then say sorry right afterwards. That's what us Canadians are good for. Anyways, let's keep on going now that we've done that. If somebody wasn't angry before, we've now just officially achieved it. Anyways, there we go. So, yeah, that's looking, I mean, that's a lot of milliseconds, okay? This is a lot of milliseconds. The poor souls in Brazil won't get much better experience from either Supabase or Neon, two other squeal-based newcomers either. Supabase takes close to 3 seconds for 5 end-to-end queries! Oh my goodness! Oh! Supabase. Oh, damn. I mean, PlanetScale just destroyed you. PlanetScale is literally 3 times plus faster than Supabase. That is nutty. Now, obviously, I'm assuming these queries are fair. And what I mean by fair is that they are that they're like 1-to-1 in complexity. You would assume, right? Neon is more than 2 times better than Supabase, but this query pattern still takes more than a second. Both Postgre-based offerings fare worse than PlanetScale. They do. They both fare worse than PlanetScale, by far. Absolutely. Look at that. Damn, PlanetScale. So good job, PlanetScale. PlanetScale, you are literally significantly better than these ones. Okay. What are those graphs showing us? Beyond the raw numbers, these graphs reveal something interesting. The light blue line that represents routing your request directly to the U.S. is way faster, sometimes by a factor of 3. The edge is supposed to provide an architecture that abstracts location and lets you just automatically run your code close to your users. The moment databases enter the picture, the equation flops. It pays, and big, to be aware of your database, where your database is, and just route your request there. Too bad for global users. Ah, very interesting. I can't believe that instead of sticking in Brazil, you route your request, because that's how I'm reading it, right? You're actually routing your request to America, and it is literally that much better. I have a hard time even comprehending that, to tell you the truth. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Right? All right, enter the data edge. Terso is built differently. It's a full squeal database for the data edge. It puts data replication front and center with an architecture that makes it extremely affordable to run compute around the edge. Cheap enough that we can spread replicas in many locations. Our free tier offering allows for 3 locations. It makes your queries fast wherever the users are. Let's look at my numbers again. From Toronto, this time using Terso, doing a single query. Damn, that's fairly uniform. 12 milliseconds and 80 milliseconds. Let's go back up to planet scale. Not the same. Not the same. All right, like I told you, the Terso people are one of the most talented group of engineers I have ever met. Okay, they're not these engineers that, you know, they're real engineers. Okay, they make me blush. Okay. All right, so let's go over here. So let's go back down to this. So this is fast. All right, this is much better. It's barely any difference between going to a database preferred region and mine. Yeah, so you don't even have to route your request. You can just let it fly. But once more, we've grown used to the numbers in North America. So once again, let's see our friend Athos down in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a difference. Athos now gets the same 10 milliseconds from the Brazil region that I got from Toronto. Oh, yeah, look at that. The dark blue is flip-flopped. The dark blue, using just your global routing, is completely flip-flopped. You actually have an inverse. It is now way faster to use your global whatever routing as opposed to doing regional specific routing to the database. That's like significantly faster, right? That's unfairly faster. Comparatively to Neon, this is 20 times faster. Supabase, it's a number in which I can't even calculate. Okay, I can't do numbers that big. And comparatively to our boys over at Planet Scale, 6 times, 6x, or more than 6x. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, he can even get queries served end-to-end in less than 60 milliseconds, even faster than I can. This means he's physically closer to the closest point of presence than I am. But there's something more interesting lurking in the graph on the right. The light blue line is much bigger. Or is much higher. This means that forcibly going to the U.S. is now much slower, as it should be. The whole round trip is now around 150 milliseconds, which is just around the physical dictates. A very similar number than what we got in the first example. Yes, okay, for more complex queries. The difference is even more pronounced when he does 5 queries in a row. That is a... Ooh, yeah, look at that. Look at those 5 queries, baby. Look at that. It's like look at that. That thing's probably averaging like 110 milliseconds. This is actually really impressive. And 4 times better than the 250 milliseconds he got with Planet Scale. So 4x that, 10x of Neon, and 20 times better than Supabase. This is what you want. You want the purple line low. You don't want the blue line low, because for those that don't understand what's happening, effectively what's happening here, for those that don't actually, this is called math. Don't worry about the math, okay? I was doing some math. Just don't worry about it. So for those that are wondering what's happening here, effectively what's happening is that when you're off and you're in South America, right? You're down here in South America, and up in US East is your database. What is happening is that they're going to their local data center, wherever that's at, and then they have to make 5 back-to-back queries. Right? And so when that happens, you have this really bad pattern of having to go all the way around. But if you have perfect, replication that just allows for up-to-date data around the world, instead, you're just going like this, right? And so instead of managing what region is your database in, you simply just let it go to any region, and you have replicas properly set up. Boom. Yeah, I know it's nothing new, but people find this amazing that it can be so fast. And really, all this is showing you is that physical distance causes a lot of latency, right? You're having an existential crisis? Well, don't have one. Don't have one, Jersey Milker. All right, So anyways, so you can look at all these. You got a lot of locations. Okay, that's sweet. I like that. A lot of locations. So you can just go replicate databases all around. Boom. Go give it a try. Join the Discord. Give it a try. Lib squeal. Okay? Get yourself a little lib squealing going on. The name is the data gen. The length of your dick matters. It's true. Do they have Chile? I assume they have something close to Chile, right? So they have Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and Sao Paulo, Brazil. I mean, that does make a huge market difference versus going all the way up to America. Hell yeah, America. I don't know if they have Chile. Oh, they do. They have Santiago, Chile. They have Santiago. The name is the Beast Code. Now, stop ignoring my question. How do you say the capital of MT? So, Beast Code, there's two ways to say the capital of Montana. For those not in the capital, we call it Helena. For those in the capital, they call it Helena. No, Memcache is a little bit different. Santiago de Chile! Santiago de Chile! Okay, Beastco, I know these things, okay? I'm not a Helena guy, okay? Yeah, you know this, Beastco. How do you say the capital of Eswatini? I have no idea. Eswatini, these nuts in your mouth? Helena, I hardly knew her. I know exactly. Also worth watching the weather. Oh, thank you. Brazil. Anyways, super cool. I actually really like this. This is super cool. This kind of stuff I actually want to go and play around with. You know what? Not fair. PlanScale has read-only replicas, just like Terso. Interesting. Well, I'd have to. We'd have to see. Okay, so that's a good point. So we'd have to see what their read-only replicas and all these things are, and actually go and do that. Read-only replicas do come with their own problems, though. That means you can't. You know, any mutation, you're still paying the big cost. What are some reasons you wouldn't want to use the Edge? If you want to control your own response times, if you want, there's reasons like Netflix doesn't do it because we have our own custom routing. We do a lot of stuff, right? I think there's definitely a scale that exists where you stop wanting someone else's Kubernetes cluster and you want your own. You know, I think there does exist a region that makes sense. Oh, wait, he works for Netflix? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. What can you do with Terso, Squeal Light compared to PlanetScale? I think they're all the same thing, right? They're all Squeal, right? And so you can pretty much do all the same thing. Falcor, okay, stop it. Isn't PlanetScale more expensive than just hosting your own Redis interest on your own K8s? I don't know. I don't know PlanetScale's cost, but Terso's pretty cheap. Their free tier is 8 gigabytes, if I'm not mistaken, plus 3 replications. So pretty good. I mean, that gets you more than off the ground for most data storage stuff when you're starting off. Yeah, you still have eventually consistent issues. This is very, very true. Let's see. What about Cloudflare worker DBs? I've never played with those. Netflix works? It does. So is it better than Cockroach? I don't know anything about Cockroach. I'm very curious about Cockroach because ultimately it is written in Go, right? And so there is the fundamental flaw of Cockroach, which is there are garbage collections. So I think as a database, you probably don't want... You probably want a managed memory. Right, you want a Rust Cockroach, right? You kind of want to manage memory. Oh, very cool. That's a lot of reads and writes. It's worth checking out Tiger Beetle too. Tiger Beetle? What? Okay, viewer, you're messing with me. I can tell viewer is nothing but a memer, and he's coming at me with that Tiger Beetle energy. Yeah, right. Nice try, Tiger Beetle. You can Tiger Beetle these nuts. Okay, my friend. Tiger Beetle these nuts. Let's say some thank yous.
Welcome to Costco.
Sorry.
I love you.
No, Tiger Beetle is an actual thing. No, it's not. I don't believe you. Tiger Beetle equals Zig? Probably not. That sounds like a fake language in using a fake product. But if you were dependent... Oh my goodness, what is that? What is this? This is your first chat? Hey, cool story. I really would like to say that your first chat... Isa Maya Mary, I would like to let you know that I appreciate it, okay? First chat coming out. With that, okay, it's great. It was great to have you here. How to get banned 101.
I love
Just
you.
read the Braille already. It's a secret code. Why Go is the right choice? I'm still curious why Go is ever the right choice when it comes to something like a database, right? Like, I mean, I'm not much of a language purist in the sense, like, you can mostly write things in most languages as long as it's not TypeScript, and they mostly all do really well. How old is this article? because I will read this. It just sounds fake. You know what I mean? It just sounds fake. All right, hold on. Let me say some thank you. Hey, Chaz Michaels. Did you ever watch The Lone Rangers? Is that what it's called, with Brendan Fraser, Gary Busey, is it? No, Gary Busini. Who else was it? Who else was in that show? Did you ever watch that?
Welcome to Costco.
Every time I hear the word Chaz, I think of that movie way back in the day. And it was always, what was it called? It was always this. They always had Airheads. That's right. It's Airheads. And they go like this. They go, the guy's just like, guys, my name's not Chaz. It's Chester. And everyone's like, oh. Right? Like, dude, the 90s just had the coolest way to make fun of people. This guy's name is Chester. Right? Like, that is so awesome. Like, somehow Chaz is a cool name. Oh, my goodness. Dude, I just love it. I just love it. It's the greatest. It's the best. It's the best. Ooh, 8 equals D. Oh, look at this guy. Airheads was one of my favorite movies. Airheads was really good. What's this? Interesting. That could be really interesting. I actually could like reading that. Hey, let's read about cockroach for a second, though. I do want to do that. Maths. I know, Pick. Did you see the maths going on? Is that a Cylon? Am I reading this correctly? Is that Cylonian gifting on a sub? Are you one of the hot babe women Cylons that are going to try to have sex with me only to destroy the universe? I know it. I've seen Battlestar Galactica, okay? I know how this ends. Okay, I'm not going to get fooled like Gaius Baltar, okay? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, okay? Fool me once. Fool me twice. Yeah, right. All right. Robert. Oh, Nintron. How you doing? Tiger Beetle, these nuts. Okay, you got me.
F me the meat.
Hey, the GoDev. Hey, thank you, GoDev. I appreciate the 5 gifted subs. I really do. And Raj, thank you for the 50 biddies. I think those are sets of 5 is what I'm taking here. Yes, that's 5. Thank you for the 8 is equivalent to D. We support math and math-based curricula around here, okay? If you have any math equations you wish to put out there, please go for it. Another one of my personal favorites is the logical knot of C is equivalent to 3. Personal favorite, okay? And of course, I use JavaScript for all the script kiddies out there because I believe that longer equality sign really meets the need, okay? Is not a math operator? Well, then you don't know JavaScript, okay? In JavaScript, that's maths, quick maths, in fact. Oh, got him. Did you know that Ken Wheeler got called a racism for this? Did you know that? Mr. Ken Wheeler got called racism for this joke. You know the joke where you do this and someone has to look at it and then you get to punch him? Yeah, he got canceled not once, but on 2 separate occasions. He got canceled last year for a talk he did in 2016. Dude, what is this? What is that? Okay, Ken Wheeler is a boss. And it's a little ridiculous. Y'all fucked up. I know. I didn't even say that. All right. Anyways. All right. Let's keep on going here. Let's go like this. Chaz again. Thank you. Robert Yan. Thank you very much for 3-day sub hype. Let's go. Politicizing everything. I know it's boring. It's a snooze fest. That's why it's called the circle game. Apparently it means white power. Classic trade-off right there. All you got to do is just say the circle game. We all know it's dog whistle. Fanatics, thank you very much for 7 months. Appreciate that. Jamoki Dev, again, appreciate the brand new Twitch Prime. Check, can we stop being DJs for 10 minutes? I'm trying to eat. Thank you. Let viewer have his lunchtime, please, everybody. Or his dinner time. He's from what's the place? Is that? I always get confused. Is that the place where women don't shave their armpits, viewer? Is that where you're from? Let's see. Marcos. No, that's France, isn't it? Dang, I got it wrong. I knew it was one of those places. That was actually one of the rumors I was told growing up. Is that true? Is that a true statement? I don't even know. That's one of those little pieces of rumor you hear growing up, and it probably is not true, but it sticks with you for the rest of your life, and you repeat it. It's true about France. Okay, parlez-vous français. Damn it, rich cock. Rich cock, we don't need... This is not an equation. Okay, it's a big booty. It's true in Germany. Whoa. Again, thank you, Lithium. 13 equals CC. I don't even get that one. Lithium, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Let's go. Theoli, thank you for the resubscribe. Let's go. Okay, Lithium, why do you keep doing this like when I'm not even looking? Crimson Mana, again, thank you. Peely JP, Gucci Base, let's go, Peely JP, and Baron Tomatoes. Did I not say thank you to this Baron Tomatoes? Baron Tomatoes, are you still in the chat? Speak up, because we got to do something, but I want to do that. I'm not in France, though. I exist somewhere between you and EBN. Okay. Angola? Wait, no, that's between... Wait, yeah, hell yeah. Oh, hey, Baron Tomatoes. Thank you for that brand new tier 1. He's in Ohio. He's in Ohio. Where's my uncle? Thank you. Uncle Jeff Money, on you. Wait, what? Jeff D's nuts? All right, great joke. All right, so let's do this one. I do want to hear this. Why was Go the right place? Why are you screaming so much? Why are you not screaming so much? Okay, do you not see Hori Pottier giving you the O face? Okay, that's why I'm screaming, okay? This place is filled with degenerates. I'm turning off alerts. We're getting back into this, okay? All right, so this seems like a very interesting article because right away my internal insides make me feel like I want to disagree with this. Now, my general reason is this, is that databases need to be as optimal as possible, right? That's just a requirement. And so Go is a very optimal language for how easy it is, but Go still has garbage collection times, which means that you're going to get these weird hitches in your database. And for me, that just feels like the wrong miss, right? Like, I'll say this again. I am not a language maximalist, right? I do believe you can write in plenty of different languages, like long as you're not writing in TypeScript or Go or PHP or F# or C# or Zig, or really like if you're writing in Rust, you've pretty much made the right decision, or HTML, and the rest are not programming languages. You know what I mean? And so when I see this, I immediately become pretty skeptical right here. So let's find out here. Let's find out how this goes, okay? This post was originally published November 3rd, 2015, 7 years ago. 40,706 open source pull requests later. It is still absolutely true. Go was the right stuff for CockroachDB. Okay, this is interesting. So this is like a 7-year look in the mirror. Did we make the right... I love this. Okay, this is going to be cool. The first question many developers ask us is what our experience has been writing a distributed database in Go, a garbage collected language. Okay, that's my primary concern. JVM garbage collection is notoriously expensive, so wouldn't we be risking CockroachDB's performance by building in Go? That's like a huge... So we already read an article not too long about how Discord couldn't use Cassandra, and a lot of the reason came down to garbage collection being a real fundamental problem, of course, with also the extra memory that it has, memory overhead of having a garbage collected language. Very, very interesting. The fact is, when you're building a high-performance distributed system, you've only got a handful of languages to choose from: C++, Java, and Go. I hate this article. I hate it. I already hate it. Excitement gone forever. Java's known performance issues made it unappealing. Oh, the performance issues made it unappealing. That's weird. I always thought I personally thought the abstract builder factory made them less appealing, but I guess that also makes it less appealing now that you say it that way. And though many of us spend our careers developing in C++, type 1 in the chat if you spent your career developing C++. Go ahead, type 1 in the chat. More ones than I thought. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you. You got to remember, this is a rewrite of this article. This is looking back after 7 years. All right, type 69 in the chat if you don't use C++ as your primary language. 69 in the chat if you don't use C++. Okay. As I figured, most of us probably don't use real talk, most of us don't use C++. Okay? I write a little bit here and there, but not a lot. The effort required to build your own library is further complicated already daunting task of writing a distributed database. Next on our list was Go. I totally agree with this. So in 2015, this makes perfect sense. Well, no, it still doesn't make perfect sense. I still don't think Go, in my head at least, I assume Go's not the right answer because of garbage collection. I mean, I'm willing to be wrong, so I'm very curious about this. All right. Despite being a brand new language for nearly every developer on the project, including the founders, Go's support for libraries, interfaces, and tooling positioned it as the right choice for CockroachDB. Perhaps the strongest indicator that Go is a good fit. Lack of previous exposure to the language has not been a barrier for contributors. We now have 67 contributors to the project, and CockroachDB has gone from an empty GitHub project to 125,000 lines of non-generated Go code. Strangest statement to throw in the word non-generated, with a smattering of C++ and .proto files. Managing code complexity is undeniably affected by the choice of language, and is especially important in the open source context. Okay. C++ is as fine as you get to choose exactly which subset to use. Yeah. I mean, I can buy that. As of 2022, CockroachDB has now 579 GitHub contributors, and is up 89.6% written in Go, with a smattering of TypeScript, Starlark, and Yak, plus a few other languages. This is the second time we saw Starlark. Wasn't Starlark on the Twitter? Wasn't that on the Twitter suppository? Hell yeah, brother. That's the second time I've seen Starlark, and the only time I've ever seen it was on the Twitter one. Chip Starlark, great name. Definitely a name of a captain of a starship in the 50s. It's difficult to quantify the effect on productivity that Go brings over C++ or even Java. Go is designed to scale to large code bases with emphasis on simplicity and orthogonality of features. The enforced code style, the simple imports. Okay, I found the imports to be difficult. I don't like how they do imports. And automated import management, the wide variety of linters, and straightforward and minimal set of programmatic idioms. All of these attributes of Go are important for clean, understandable code. I will say that there is a good thing to take out of this, which is Go's lack of expressiveness does make it fairly simple. Right? It just makes it pretty simple. So I can buy this. You know what I mean? Like I can certainly understand where they're coming from with this argument that you kind of always get Go code because you're just looking at really simple stuff. There's like a couple things you got to understand, like a reader, a buffered a reader. You know what I mean? But that's it. There's not a lot to Go that you have to really deeply understand. But you also die under the weight of if error does not equal nil. So I do get that, or writing your own max int 32, max int 64, max int 16, max int 8, right? Like you have to do all these things, and it's like, ugh. No, I'm not a fan of buffing. When compared to Java, we'd appreciate the tight focus on implementation instead of OOP and abstraction. I do appreciate this as well. For the most part, Go really forces you to be minimal. Interfaces can be added when needed, not as an initial, often unnecessary step. When comparing to C++, we appreciate the automatic memory management and how there's rarely more than one way to get something done. For example, with static and one-time initializers, we've made good use of channels for synchronization, although we'll note later there is an art to using them effectively. Okay. Again, I still feel like there's this whole problem, which is, same thing with Cassandra, right? It's just that you run up to the limits of the language when you're dealing with databases. What remains to be seen, of course, is how all of this Go code will perform. We are still building out core functionality in CockroachDB. So much of the performance profiling is yet to come. Double asterisk. However, in our past experience, we ported a large system from Java to Go, which greatly decreased its memory footprint and garbage collection overhead. All right, 7 years along, with a lot of additional core functionality and a great deal of performance profiling under the bridge, we are very happy with Go. I wish there would have been, or is it Jessica? Yeah, it's Jessica. Okay, that's right. I wish she would have gone deeper on what does this mean? Do you know what I mean? Like there was no, give me some data. Like what are you profiling it against? You know what I mean? Like speed is always a relative term. Do you know what I mean? Like you should always say it is as fast as X, right? It doesn't matter that, if I could run 15 miles an hour, you could be like, wow, that's fast. But if everybody else ran 18, all of a sudden it's not that fast, right? Like you could only look at things in perspective of other, performance in perspective of other. Want to learn more about how Go garbage collection works in CockroachDB? Garbage collection in Go can cause the application to pause. Fortunately, Go also makes available a lot of manual tweaks to control what actually ends up on top of the garbage heap. In this hour-long deep dive, a video, Cockroach Labs CTO and co-founder Ben Darnell discusses how CockroachDB optimized memory usage to mitigate issues related to garbage collection and improve the use of channels to avoid deadlocks. Interesting. That seems pretty cool. Okay, go check that out. And let's see, interested in trying it out for yourself? Here's all that stuff. Okay. Oh, I was hoping there's going to be some more updates here. I kind of feel like I got debated a little bit. I wanted a little bit more meat to this, right? I feel like we are just coming to the crux of this all. I was hoping to really see some stuff. Yeah, Large Databank, he does do that. Large Databanks on Twitch does develop CockroachDB live. I just feel like we got to the point. We got to the final step, and I was excited to see something here. So this is kind of like a good tip to people writing blogs. You want, even if you're trying to point, right? Like, so one way you could argue is that they're trying to point people towards this video. You want the article to stand on itself. You know what I mean? Because all of us now are just like, cool, right? I'm not gonna go watch an hour-long video, so I need to know something about it, right? You don't want to leave people just upset. They didn't really give a good reason to look over C++. Yes, they did. Well, they said that memory and garbage collection was better in Go than Java. So that's a good enough reason to me. But still, this idea, I'm still just, again, I'm so super curious about this whole what is the actual effect of garbage collection? Like, I'd like to know. I'd like to be able to see a high-use database over the course of a day. What percentage of time is spent in garbage collection and what percentage of time is actually performing queries? What queries? Is there spikes in queries? Can you see latency go upwards? Yeah, I think inviting Large Databank on stream could be really cool. This actually could be really cool. I'd like to know more about just what I mean. I want something in there. You know what I mean? I want a little something else. I don't even know what this means. No catharsis. I don't even know what that means. Hey, the name is Beastco. Wait, what? What? There you go, Beastco. I did it for you. Feels like a nothing burger. Yeah, that did feel like a nothing burger. I'm a little upset by that. Not gonna lie to you. A little upset by that. See, you know what? People give you... See, this is why I don't do links from chat. That was a link from chat, okay? That was a link from chat, and what happened? We read it, and it was just awful, okay? Come on, chat. Gosh. Chat, get your shit together, okay? I swear, every time. Next thing you're gonna dude, I swear. All of you do this. Let me jump over into, let me jump over to here, to my boy Cam. He's been helping me organize this. My boy Camathy. Big appreciation. Big ups to Cam. You know what I mean? Big ups to Cam. Cam, what a boss, Cam. All right, so we're gonna do something that's so cringe, okay? And I'm gonna say this before I put the marker for this piece of content because I want you guys to know. This next video we're gonna watch is so cringe that I'm actually going to have. I'm gonna literally lose my erection. Right? Like, do you see how straight this back is? I'm going to actually start to lose it. You know what I mean? I'm going to lose it. Okay, I'll read this one too. This is cool. I'm literally going to lose it. I'm going to lose my firm erection and get all flaccid. Okay? So I hope you guys are ready. But before we do that, I got some thank yous to say, okay? I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this. Watch programmers are also human YouTube. No, I don't want to watch that. I like him. I think he's very talented. It's just that I don't want to keep watching the same thing over and over again. Okay, Extremely Ryan.
Welcome to
Tits,
Costco.
12 months. Let's go,
you.
Extremely Ryan. I love to see that, okay? I love to see that, and I do mean that. Shabham Rayo. Thank you. I love primetime videos lately. Awesome.
Welcome
Thank you.
to Costco.
They've been going. They've been going hard. The Go Dev, I remember when you did this. Appreciate those 5 gifted subs, Go Dev. And Razek and Mugru. Thank you for the back-to-back Twitch primes. Nothing makes me happier than a little back-to-back. Mugru, Rasic, thank you very much for joining me for this one-on-one. I figured that we could do a little menage a trois one-on-one, you know, a little two-on-one, maybe, a little Eiffel Tower. I'm not really sure how you want to describe it, what French term is the appropriate term. But I would just like to let you know that if I don't see at least 300 lines of well-formatted Rust macro code on my desk solving all of my structure issues by today, you're fired from the startup. Hey, Dr. Chang, I would just like to let you know, thank you very much. I did see your tweet that you've never like subbed to a streamer. I am your divergening streamer, and I'd just like to let you know, thank you very much for that. Okay? Yes, I do read your guys' tweets. Okay, I do. Watch Your Body is a Wonderland by John Mayer. Your body is a wonderland.
Welcome to Costco.
No, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I would like to say no.
Welcome to Costco.
TJB. TJB Dev, thank you for the resubscribe. Appreciate that. 5 months. Kirgoth coming in. Thanks for streaming. No, thank you for being here. And Z Grooster, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Hell yeah, brother. Congratulations on popping someone's sub chair. Yeah, feels good. Doctor, disrespect your brother. Yeah, yeah. Woo.
Welcome to Costco.
Deox.
I love you. Welcome to Costco.
Hell yeah.
I love you.
Deox. Many appreciations. I love brand new tier ones. We love them. Karen, we got another brand new tier one in the startup. I'm gonna need you to do something for me, okay, Karen? I need you to go back into the kitchen, grab one of my favorite bottles, go get a single serving stool sample, and ensure that this person's identity actually matches the paperwork. Thanks for all the bits. I appreciate that. A lot of bits. Huh? Yeah, I did that. Hey, Prime, last month I told you I started learning Go, thanks to you. But a week later, I quit doing that and back to TS like an addicted slave. I am using Dino now. Comfort Zone Monster didn't allow me to dive into Go. I'm sorry. I do mean that if you feel like you're getting dominated
Welcome to Costco.
by the comfort zone, you know, I do feel sorry. Okay, the comfort zone is actually one of the most dangerous places to be. Okay, and I do mean that in all reality. Chad Jippity, thank you very much for the follow. Lazy Kyoto coming in. Kyoto! I appreciate that. Flip coming in with 46 months. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I do appreciate that, Flippy. I do mean that. Comfort. C.S. Lewis. There's a good C.S. Lewis quote on this one, right? Here we go. I always remember this when I'm thinking about the comfort zone, right? Which is if you look for truth, you may find comfort in the end. If you look for comfort, you will get neither comfort or truth, only soft soap and wishful thinking to begin, and in the end, despair. Don't allow the comfort zone to dictate what you want to do. If you want to do it, you got to own it, okay? You got to own that. And I want to encourage you to own that. Damn, I'm down bad. Yeah. It's a good quote. It's a great quote because I always, you know, it's the one you got to think of. You know what I mean? I need to think about this quote first. No, just jump right in. Computer Science Lewis. Yeah, classic Computer Science Lewis. You may have heard it. That's why they called him CS. It's not because his name is Clive Staples. It's Computer Science. Computer Science Lewis. Yeah, I know. Pretty great, huh? Aware. Need to clip this, man. Yeah.
Welcome to Costco.
45 degrees Celsius, heat wave, and high humidity. Oh, I am in my comfort zone, baby. That seems really high. Been enjoying your YouTube videos last while. Finally, ready to go back to a new project. Let's go, baby. Get it. All right, people, let's do this. You guys want to do the next one? You guys want to do the next one? Hey, thank you. Agiodius. 2001. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, though, Nothmac. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. People, you keep linking this one. All right, here. I'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. New poll.
Welcome to
what
Costco.
to do next?
I love you.
Max Cringe. Yeah, with an CH, okay? It's serious cringe. That's how serious it is. It's adding things that aren't even available in the English language, okay? Or this Rust Analyzer. Which one? Which one we doing? Max Cringe, max out, chat, Jippity. Let's do Adel. Lizer. Analizer. View results. How do I vote? Looks like Max Cringe is definitely going to win here. Max Cringe is fully going to win. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right, I wanted to say all those things now, just because whenever I do any sort of reaction, I don't want on the reaction video me making fun of the individual, okay? Because I feel bad about doing that. Because it goes out to a lot of people. And so I don't want people, you know what I mean? I don't want people to feel bad. You know what I mean? Even though I do feel quite cringy about it. Anyways, here we go. Bruh. So we're going to do it. Whoopsies. Yeah, dude, reacting to myself is the principal cringe crime. There is no
Welcome to
greater cringe
Costco.
crime
I
than
love
that.
you.
We're going to do it. We're going to do this. You guys ready? Oh, Deox coming in. Thank
For
you
the
very
love
much.
of God, Prime, check out Tiger Beetle, the creator of Rust Analyzer made it.
Okay.
Goes out to the Primogen.
You guys, hey, you guys were the ones that said, go Max Cringe. Well, guess what? We've done it. We've gone at Max Cringe. Okay? You asked for it. Look at this. Your sins are exposed right here. You can see your decision right here. Look at it. Max Cringe, 68%. Max 60. Look at that.
Welcome to
Look at
Costco.
that. This is
I
your
love you.
fault. All right. Get revert.
Welcome
I'm
to
disappointed it
Costco.
wasn't
I
69%.
love you.
I am too. It's pretty cringe that you didn't even get to 69%. You know what I mean? Your poll was confusing. Hey, Warren Buffering, can we please not talk about my poll in front of all these people? I would really appreciate it if you kept it. I didn't just show it to you for no reason, okay? I showed it to you, but part of the agreement was that you wouldn't talk about it, okay? Real talk. Red, oh my goodness, or Red 4-2? Red 4-2? Wait, Red 1... Red 14-2, 142, Red 142. Been really enjoying your YouTube videos last while. Hey, get it, baby. Nintron, thank you for the gifting 1 tier month sub. Hey, Red 14. Well, it's also, there's a 2 at the end, so it's Red 1, it's 142. Stop the count. Count's already gone. Deox coming out. Deox coming out with 10 gifty subs. Let's go, Deox. Rastario, you are such an inspiration to all of us. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sona Democ, thank you for the 2 month. Fuck yeah. What do you think of Fireship? I think Fireship is awesome. I don't know anything about his like educational courses or anything. If you're asking me more about like practical side things, I only know about Fireship the person. All right, alerts are going off. Everybody, alerts are officially off. Marker. Software engineer ranks programming languages. I would just like to first tell everybody here I'm sorry. Guy, I'm sorry.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? This video is going to be a very fun one. We are going to be doing the very important task of ranking programming languages on a tier list. Now, the tiers that we're going to be using are going to start off with the God tier at the very top. This is going to be reserved for a very select few truly God tier languages, perhaps even just one. Then we're going to have the amazing tier, pretty self-explanatory. Then the would code in tier. This is going to be for languages that are like
D to C, down to code. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what that means? A little D to C? A little down to code? I'm down to code. You know what I mean? I'm down to code. I'm always down a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm always down for a little bit of coding in that language. You know what I mean?
of good that like you would code in, but not really. Then there's going to be the meh tier. The meh tier is really just going to be for...
You can see him reading his notes. Do you see that? Do you watch him read his notes? Hey, don't read your notes while you're doing it, okay? Let it flow from the heart. Okay? When you talk, you let it flow from the heart. Don't read notes.
Meh languages. You know, languages that are kind of
You
just
see it?
described as
Here
like...
it comes.
Meh, bleh, meh, meh. You get it. Meh. Then we're going to
There you
have
go.
the
Stop
trash
looking!
tier, which is
Okay,
going
trash
to be
tier. Love trash
aptly
tier.
named...
I assume it's named after Trash Dev. right? And so these are languages that Trash Dev programs in, which is going to be TypeScript, React, is Redux a link? Slack messaging
for trash tier languages.
Yeah, like
languages that belong nowhere other than in the trash can. And then finally, we're going to have one tier that is going to be even lower than the trash tier, and that is going to be the PHP tier. So I will leave it as an exercise to the viewer to figure out.
Should have been dog water, by the way. We all know dog water is way better. Okay, it's way better.
What language?
Also, whoever made up the tier list business, you could tell that some people who make up things just shouldn't make up things, because somehow the tier list item has red as the best and green as the worst, which is already just like a logical conundrum for anybody looking at this, right? I just feel like I've always felt a little backwards working in this grid, because you know, I don't want to put things in the red. I want to put them in the green. You know, I don't want to. It just feels weird. It just
is going to reside in that tier, but there should be only one language that resides in that one. Without further ado,
by the way, I'm an engineer at Netflix, by the way.
Grab your beverage of choice, smash the like button because this is going to be a very fun video, and let's jump into the ranking. So the first language that we have is Python. Now, Python is kind of hard to hate. It's a really popular language. It's very beginner-friendly, but it also...
I actually don't find it very hard to hate. I mean, personally, but I know some coding guy in here right now loves Python, and he is going to be offended at the fact that I just said that. He is going to be truly and deeply offended. Yes, we're gonna speed up this to 1.5.
is very useful for advanced programmers and even experts. It's used a lot in machine learning, data science, basic scripting. Sure, it's not the best at things like web development, and sure, it's got some quirks like the fact that white space matters in the language, which are kind of annoying, but overall, it's a solid language, and I think it deserves a spot in the amazing tier. Now, the second language that we have...
I can never disagree with this. I always feel like Python's either at the top or the bottom. There's no middle ground.
Is Go. Go is one of those languages that kind of begs the question, why? Like, why was it created? No one really knows. Maybe to solve some obscure, like, Google-specific problem, because it was created...
I already hate this take. We're just going to keep on going. We're going to make it through this. I can feel myself making it through it.
...by Google, and you guys know that I love...
I can tell this video has been weaponized to induce maximum amount of cringe, and I'm feeling it as we speak. Okay? This is an assault on all engineers as we speak. Okay?
Of everything created by Google, but Go, again, like, why? Like, it's kind of an annoying language. You can't really do anything in Go that you can't do in Python. It's got weird syntax, weird...
I'm just going to pause there. I'm just going to pause there.
Since really the best way to describe Go is why, I'm going to put it in the meh category. Okay, the third language, JavaScript. Now we're talking.
Good pause. You know, I think Go would definitely be a D2C. You know what I mean? I'd be down to coding it. You know, if I got to jump in there and do some stuff, I would definitely get down on some minimum. I would never see Go below wood coding, right? D2C, for sure. For minimum, for sure. He is pogging, but he's pogging in a weird face. He's actually more doing like the Office Space show me your O face. This one's a little different, okay? I'm not even sure how I nailed this.
There are so many ways to describe JavaScript, like beautiful, elegant, a masterpiece of engineering, human ingenuity at its finest, truly a stunning, gorgeous, jaw-dropping language. The web would not be the web without JavaScript. It's just the best language. Like, truly, there is no language that comes even close to JavaScript, so JavaScript just deserves its spot in the God tier. Next language, C++. C++, like, vectors and cout, and C++ is kind of like a heavy language. Like, it's a lot of annoying fluff and stuff, and...
This is just purely... This is designed to make me upset. This is actually designed to make me hate what I'm hearing. I can feel it happening inside my body right now.
muck and mud in C++, but I understand it's a very fast and performant and reliable language. It kind of underpins a lot of modern day programming. Like, I get it, it's not my cup of tea, but like, if I had to code in it, would I? Probably not, but kind of. So I'll put it in wood.
Whoa. That's a D to C one? Okay, whoa. I'm not down to code in C++. Like, I'm going to try to avoid C++, right? I'm going to try to not do that. I do not feel like it's a D to C language, okay? It is not a D to C language. This is not where it's at. It's not where it's at. He clearly knows JS, yeah.
Code in. The next language is Java. So Java, without hesitation, without question, without a shadow of a doubt, is going to go straight in the trash tier. The reason it's going to go in the trash tier is because it is a trash language. It is utter garbage. It is synonymous with filth. The only place that it belongs in is inside a trash can. So find your nearest trash can, mine is right over there, and just put Java in it. There's nothing.
Okay, see, now look at this. Now all of a sudden everyone's happy, right? It's like you guys don't even know what you like, okay? You went from hating this to being like, oh, I mean, sometimes his opinions are pretty good. I mean, it just happens. This one happens to be a pretty good decision right there.
Good about Java, except perhaps the fact that it almost sounds like it's related to JavaScript, but it absolutely isn't. The god tier language that is JavaScript has nothing to do with Java, and that's it. Java equal trash. I mean, let's be honest for a second, okay? There is no human being on this planet Earth who wakes up on one morning and thinks to themselves, you know what I would love to do today? I would love to write some Java code.
So, funny he should say that. I just got done talking with a coworker, and they got done writing up a new service, and I was just like, yo, what's that service in? I've been developing a library for a little while. What's that service in? They were like, Java. And my boss in the meeting was like, well, no way I'm going to convince him to write in that language. I didn't even insult it. I was even the one that like threw it down. It was my boss was like, well, that's not going to happen. What else do you have? It was pretty good. I really like that response from my boss.
No one says that. No one thinks that. No one wakes up and thinks, you know what I would want to do today? I want to write the words public, private, and static 10 million times in my code base for no reason whatsoever. No one says that. Okay, I'm just going to stop talking about Java. Otherwise, I'm going to get mad and I'm going to want to go delete it from AlgoExpert. By the way, if you're a software engineer programming for technical interviews, do check out my company AlgoExpert. Go to algoexpert.io and use the promo code CLEM for a discount on the platform. Don't worry. If you want to do AlgoExpert problems in Java, I'm not going to remove it from the platform. If you want to write in trash, then be my guest. Just be warned that in any future code base that you go, you will be leaving a trash, garbage, filthy smell from your fingers or from the lines of code that you write. Anyway, enough about Java. Let's move on to the next language, PHP. Oh, great, PHP. Just when you thought you couldn't get any trashier than trash itself, Java, you get to PHP. So PHP, like I hinted at the beginning of the video, has its own category, aptly named PHP, because PHP...
Should have put it in the hentai category, really, when you think about it.
Like, it would be unfair to...
I just made at least half the chat upset. So, don't know what to do with that one, chat, okay? Don't know what to do with that one, do you, chat? A little confused right now. Feeling some conflicted feelings right now, aren't you? Yeah, you are.
Trash itself to put PHP in trash. Like, PHP is really just like an abomination. Anybody who decides in 2022 to write their application...
Personally, if you're going for the true troll, you don't put PHP in PHP, right? Like, you would have definitely put it in a wood code in, right? I mean, that's the truest. That is the truest one to do, right? And...
in PHP deserves to be charged with a crime against humanity.
HTML
that's why PHP is going to have its own category.
The fact that HTML is even on a programming list.
Finally, I feel like I'm finally getting out of the garbage languages.
The fact that HTML is even on a language, I'm pretty happy about this.
But you have to give credit where credit is due. Without HTML, there would not be the modern web, and so HTML deserves a spot in the amazing category. Similarly, the next language, CSS. I don't necessarily love CSS. I've definitely had my fair share.
Is CSS related to Tailwind? Beast Code, what are you talking about? Is CSS related to Tailwind? No? Okay. Just a question.
Of banging my head against.
I thought they were the same thing, but apparently they're not. Oh, is Tailwind supposed to be HTML?
the wall while doing CSS, but just like HTML, without CSS, you wouldn't have pretty websites, so the modern web just wouldn't work, and therefore CSS is going to be in the amazing category. Next, we have TypeScript. So TypeScript is basically JavaScript, except much better, if that's even possible, because it is a superset of JavaScript with a bunch of other stuff that's just incredibly good. So imagine JavaScript plus more good stuff. Like the best way to convey to you what writing in TypeScript feels like in a TypeScript code base, is imagine having an orgasm while having sex, or maybe while not having sex, up to you. Imagine that, but while writing code perpetually, like constantly. That's TypeScript. So TypeScript, I don't have a Giga God tier category. That's where I would put it, but we're going to put it right next to JavaScript in the God tier. Next is C#.
Now, I do know that a lot of you are Arch users, so I'm sure you have imagined a lot of sex in your life. I mean, I get it. Okay? I mean, I get it. I get it. You know, he's just trying to speak to you. That's all that's happening right there. Okay? He's just trying to relate to the average Arch user.
C# is kind of like, it's very similar to Java, but it's not Java. Like, let's be fair to C#. It's not Java. It was created by Microsoft, so it's got some level of respect. TypeScript was...
I do feel like this video is a masterclass in just saying everything I hate, all in many sentences, all together, right? Like, it's just like, it's a consistent, it just feels consistent. It just feels like I'm getting kicked in the shin, right? Not enough to actually, like, hurt me, but just enough for me to hate it. You know what I mean? Just enough.
Created by Microsoft. That automatically makes anything that Microsoft touches a little bit better. So C#, not my cup of tea, but I get it. It's used a lot if you want to develop games. Let's put C# in the would code in category. I wouldn't be like shooting myself in the head if I had to write in C#, but it's not amazing. Then we got Ruby. So Ruby is this weird language like...
Hey, Beastco. Looks like you and this guy share a love for the same language, Beastco. How does that feel? Just wondering, Beastco, how does it feel? How does it feel? Bet it doesn't feel that good. Oh, it feels real good? Okay. Well, okay.
I feel like it's got a lot of positives and a lot of negatives that are kind of like pushing it in opposite directions. The positives are that it's pretty easy to learn. It's very like user-friendly. You can do a lot of cool things. It's got a lot of abstractions. But on the flip side, it's got a lot of abstractions which make it really like unclear to users as to how it's achieving certain things. It's also got a little bit of weird syntax, and perhaps most importantly, it is an absolutely dying language. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna be writing Ruby in like 1 year, basically. For that reason, I'm gonna put it in the meh category. Next, we've got Bash. So Bash is kind of like HTML and CSS, where it's a little bit weird to compare to these other programming languages.
I'm not even sure.
We'll still do it.
I'm fine. I'll agree with Ruby being in the meh. You can go 4x. Is there a faster? I mean, I feel bad setting it any faster because... Okay, we'll set it faster.
And you have to give credit where credit is due. Like, Bash is very cool. It is the entryway into your computer when you're working on your terminal. It allows you to do a lot of interesting things, write cool scripts, useful stuff. It's pretty hard to learn, but overall, good skill, good language. I'm going to put Bash in amazing. Next, we have C. I feel like all the C's just make you, like, sigh. Like, kind of asking yourself, like, why am I here? Like, is this really programming? Like, I mean, like, C, the best way to describe C is, like, is this really it? This is what I have to deal with, like, when I become a programmer? I'm going to put C in the meh category because, like, why write in C when you've got C++? And why write in C++ when you've got JavaScript? But that's a different story. So that's where C's going to...
Have you ever accidentally reached over on your table, picked up a coffee mug and drank from it, only to realize it was yesterday's milk left out? I'm having some serious yesterday milk vibes right now. Serious yesterday milk vibes going on right now, okay? And I don't like it. I'm not feeling it. Okay? This is old milk vibes. Old lukewarm milk vibes.
Just meh. Now we've got a couple of like edgy up and coming languages. So the first one is Kotlin. I'm gonna put Kotlin in would code in because it's way better than Java. It's like got some...
That actually might be his best one he's done yet. I could give Kotlin a try. Like, if I ever had to, I'd give Kotlin a try. You know what I mean? If someone was just like, yo, we're starting a new service and it's on JVM, you need to pick out Java or Kotlin, I'd go, I'd D2C Kotlin. D2C any day. Okay? If I gotta do it, I gotta do it.
similarities with Java, but way, way better. I've actually written a lot in Kotlin. I wrote all the algo expert solutions in Kotlin, and like it's not horrible. Like I would code in it if I had to, if I really had to, but it's not amazing either. And then the next one is gonna be Rust. I know very little about Rust, but I just heard a lot of good things about it. A lot of people say that they love Rust, so I'm gonna put in would code in. I'd be open to trying it and perhaps even moving it to the amazing category.
I feel like if you're gonna put Rust there, I would be less offended if you put it in the trash tier. You know what I mean? Rust does not elicit a middle of the ground response, okay? It only elicits, it's the worst thing ever, or it's the best thing ever. It's just like Python. It is just like Python. You know what I mean? There's just not a lot of middle ground. So putting it in the middle is actually the most offensive thing you can do for Rust.
If I really liked it. Up next, we have Swift. Oh, wait. Wow, I was convinced that PHP would be the only language in the PHP tier. I didn't think that there would be more than one language that would be a true abomination and blasphemous crime against humanity. But I guess I was wrong. Swift, no question about it, belongs in the PHP category. Swift it's truly, the person who created Swift, they literally just want to torture developers. Locking in iOS developers to have to use Swift, what kind of maniac does that? I don't know if you've ever tried working in Swift, but if you haven't, do yourself a favor, just don't. I spent like...
Isn't Swift like, is Swift an ML-based language? Isn't Swift semi-close to Rust? Just less annoying? It's no ML. Okay. ML obviously stands for machine learning. Duh. There's absolutely no other thing in programming that would use the term ML.
Hours trying to debug a tiny little issue in Swift, and like, it gives you zero indication of what's going on. Like, I'm just speechless. Like, when I think of Swift, I'm just so, like, at a loss of words. It's just like PHP. It would be an insult to trash to put it in the trash category. And that's saying a lot. Java is in the trash category. Swift is worse than Java, but it's got a cool logo. Next, we've got assembly or machine code. I'm gonna have to put this in the amazing category just because assembly is assembly. You know, it's like...
You say assembly or machine code? What am I listening to?
Closest thing to talking to a computer. It does what it's supposed to do. No one's really asking you to write assembly. You're probably never gonna write assembly in your life, but give credit where credit is due. Just like Java belongs in the trash can, assembly belongs in the amazing category. Next, we've got Haskell. So Haskell is one of those weird, esoteric programming languages. I've never really tried it, but every time that I've spoken to someone who's written a lot in Haskell, they always say really good things about it. So I'm gonna put it solidly in the would code in category. I
actually agree with this. I feel like if I said I'm gonna learn a brand new language today, maybe Haskell would be it. That's a fair assessment. This is probably his only fair assessment of this whole thing, besides the word esoteric. This is probably the only fair thing, which is a lot of people say it's awesome, therefore you should probably consider coding in it. Yeah? No? I'd rather code in OCaml, though. Not gonna lie to you.
To try it. Fortran, I'm gonna put Fortran in the meh category just out of respect for the grandfathers of modern day programming. But these days, like, no one's gonna learn Fortran. Like, I don't even need to talk about Fortran. We'll just leave it there. Next, we've got LaTeX. So LaTeX, I gotta put in the amazing category. LaTeX is a language.
Is he calling it LaTeX? How did he? I think he fully mispronounced that. LaTeX? Is that a fully mispronunciation of it? I call it LaTeX.
That is a very unlike any other language. It's really good at what it does. Like if you're writing, math papers, or if you're writing a cool resume and a cool, LaTeX template. I'm gonna put LaTeX in amazing. Don't you dare disagree with me. That's where it belongs. End of story. Then we've got SQL. So SQL, like, it's hard to.
It's squeal. Okay, this whole SQL business is a clear demonstration of lack of ability.
Fight against SQL. SQL is SQL. It's kind of annoying. No one really enjoys writing SQL, but if you have to write SQL, you're gonna write SQL. So I'm gonna put SQL in would code in, but it's certainly not my cup of tea as far as something that I like to write in. Then we've got Lua. So Lua is bringing me back memories from when I was a kid playing World of Warcraft and like my add-ons.
It better be amazing.
Lua to customize and all that. And this is promptly going to go in the trash tier. So this is gonna be the first sibling to Java. Just a garbage language. Lua. I don't think it has any real purposes these days. We're gonna leave it there. And then we've got a MATLAB. MATLAB.
It's also used to configure NeoVim, the greatest editor of all time. If you don't know, this is NeoVim. Okay, you see that nice little thing we got there? Do you see this nice little switching right here? Yeah, that was written in Lua. Whatever. I'm not mad. Not mad right now.
Those languages that you use for like statistics and math.
I'm just cringing. That's
Like,
all.
it's not like LaTeX where you're writing math papers. MATLAB is just like another language that really deserves to be in the trash tier. I mean, ultimately, the biggest impact that MATLAB has on the world is to traumatize like hundreds of thousands of students across the world when they're in college math classes or statistics classes. And by the way, R, the other sort of statistics programming language, is also going to go in the trash category for the same reasons as MATLAB. Then we've got Visual Basic. So Visual Basic is kind of like when you hear Visual Basic, you're like, what? Like, who writes in? Like, you know anybody who writes in Visual Basic? Like, have you met one person who writes in Visual Basic? I'll wait. Tell me in the comments below. Have you met one person who writes Visual Basic? I thought so. So it's gonna go in the meh.
Okay, fair in the sense that I've never heard of anybody actually. I've never met anyone that writes in Visual Basic. Okay, fair. I've never personally met anybody. Okay. But I do feel like R should be swapped minimally with Visual Basic. Okay? At least R, you can do a lot of things. There's a lot of things done with R.
Category. Very meh. It's not as bad as like Java, right? Java's like de facto trash, but
I also don't use Excel. I use Google Sheets. So this whole thing, like I think Visual Basic is allowed in Excel or some nonsense, right? VB is used for exploits? Huh. Okay, you're not really selling it out of the trash tier.
Nah. Oh, and it looks like this concludes our tier list. I can't believe that the last language that I uttered in the tier list was Java. Ew, no, JavaScript. God tier language. JavaScript, yes. Always right with the world. So this is the tier list that we've made today. I think this is a fantastic tier list, extremely objective, extremely factual, very undeniable. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. Share with people who you think might enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on LinkedIn and Twitter if you enjoy short form written content. Instagram if you like pictures, and I will see you in the next video.
Dude, this is a lot of me. Why do they promote me to me? You know what I mean? Why do they promote me to me? I don't even get it. I think the whole thing was either satire or cringe, and I don't know which one it is. Oh, I've already done a tier list. You didn't know about my tier list? I believe I have officially destroyed everything. Rage bait? I'm not even sure what it is. I cringed pretty hard just then. I'm still cringing a little bit. I'm gonna have to. I'm pretty sure my wife won't even let me sleep in the bed with her tonight. She's gonna make me sleep on the couch with how palpable my cringe feel is right now. Okay. The name is the Cringeogen. All right, can you link the video so I can go and dislike it? Sure. Let's do that. Radiating cringe. Okay, well, I'm glad that I did that. Okay, so that was my first Clement video I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie to you. The reason why I've never clicked on a single one of his videos is that his box arts all make me cringe too hard. And I couldn't do it. And so that was the first time I've ever clicked on one of his videos. And let's just say that I've been thoroughly cringed. Okay? I've been thoroughly cringed. Dislike doesn't matter as much as giving views. Yeah. 13,000 likes to 30,000 dislikes. Ooh, that is cringeworthy. Nope, Pearl, 0 out of 10. Yeah, I know. L plus ratio. Damn, I've never been ratioed on a video. I have never been ratioed on a video. YouTube for a week straight is going to be like, oh, you watched one video of his, you must love him. Here's all his other videos. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're actually right. Nope, just me still. And look at that. Yeah, there we go. We got Mark. Hell yeah. Look at who I got right on here, okay? I got Mark. I got Neo Vai. I got Swedish something. Apparently the Prime Review. Let's go. Mix Morris getting down, right? I feel like I got Asmon Gold. Okay, I feel like I got a solid group on there. Hentai, we got it all. Should donate the Netflix recommendation algorithm to YouTube, yeah? Do you watch Asmon? Absolutely. Asmon's great. Do you not watch Asmon Gold? Dude, I don't even play World of Warcrafts, okay? Asmon Bald. Just get him some Dr. Pepper, okay? Just get the man some Dr. Pepper. No, really? The dude is awesome, yeah. Who doesn't like Asmon? I like Asmon. Odin Language Thursday Excitement Train. Yeah. Very excited. The Baldagen. Okay, guys. Okay? I'm not going bald, okay? Not going bald. Nothing about this physique. Is bald. Zachrar. Yeah. Okay. Trying to call me bold. Trying to call me bald. Yeah, right. Same hairline as Asmin. How did I make this kid a mod? How did I do this? How did I do this? How could I have done such a stupid thing as this? Every single time I swear I do something, and this is what happens. Yesterday I realized all your VODs were gone. And I'm moving everything to YouTube. I'm not going bald yet. Hey, I'm 36 and I'm not bald, okay? Okay, that feels good. All right, hey, the toupee agent. Okay, that's offensive. All right, alerts are back on for a second. Let me check out what happened just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Costco.
I love you. All right, hey, juxtaposition, Leon. Okay.
Oh, that scared me.
Really? Welcome to Costco.
You're gonna do that?
I love you.
You're gonna do that, Lithium. You're gonna do that, huh? Yeah, I was born in 86. You're gonna do that, huh? That's how you're gonna do it? That's too many IQ, okay? Too many IQ for me to even handle, okay?
Welcome to Costco.
I love you. Hey, Restari, 111111. Thank you very much. You're such an inspiration to
Welcome
us.
to
Well, thank you.
Costco.
I hope that you guys get
I
excited
love
the
you.
program. Yeah, 1986 game. Hell yeah. So,
Welcome to
Sono
Costco.
Dima, thank you for the
I love
Twitch
you.
Prime. 2 months, yeah.
Welcome
Sick
to
out.
Costco.
All
I
the
love
C's
you.
just make me sigh. Yeah.
It turns all your
I
bad
know.
feelings into
Okay,
good
another
feelings.
unrelated question. Do you play Dark
It's a
Souls? I
night.
loved the dude, I wish I beat Elden Ring. Honestly, if I had more time I would. Polite Perv. Thank you for the brand new tier 1. I think I'm pretty happy about that. Polite Perv.
Welcome to Costco.
You know,
I love you.
I just like to let you know that, I definitely am happy you're
Welcome
here.
to Costco. I love you.
How many more years till you get cheaper pancakes at IHOP? Shut up. Kelney, thank you very much for that. 10 months. Let's go. Daily Cotter. Daily Cotter. I'm going to call you Cotter. Daily Cotter. I don't want ads. Neither do I. Tier 1, let's go.
It turns
Appreciate
out
that.
your bad feelings
Makrasi,
into
thank you very
good
much for the
feelings.
brand new Tier
It's a
1.
night.
Holy cow. Couple new brand newers. Thank you. Spy Obo. Prime time. Hell yeah, girl. Leonidas. It's about this nuts. Leonidas, I'm not sure what happened there.
Welcome to Costco.
If this
I
was a
love you.
D's nuts joke, I don't feel like you did a good job on that one. Try again later on. Tier 3. Whoa! Juxtaposition. Sir, thank you. Tokyo. Appreciate that. Dark Souls, so much time spent. Yeah, I love Dark Souls. Or I love Elden Ring. I've never played any other one. I love it. What is Rust Anal?
Welcome to
Rust
Costco.
Analyzer.
I
Lithium,
love
thank you
you.
for the 20 gifted subs. Tiny Stigo. Thank you. What? Thank you for the 9 months. Let's go. Chell Jensen. I hope this parents disown him. Yeah, okay. a little intense. Sasaki, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Let's go. As a second year college for CS, I wanted to start learning Rust, but the chat GPT got me less motivated. Stop with this. Why is this such a common thing? Holy cow. ChatGPT is not taking your job. Stop worrying about ChatGPT doing anything. ChatGPT is not doing anything, okay? The only thing ChatGPT is going to do is simply going to make your code base more error-prone and buggy, okay? Here's the deal, is humans accidentally add in bugs because they don't consider all the
It turns all your
cases.
bad feelings into good feelings.
ChatGPT
It's a
adds in
night.
bugs because it is just inherently inaccurate. It can only approximate the art of programming. It doesn't program, right? You have any idea what that means? It's going to be so effing hard figuring out what ChatGPT has done to your code base. And ChatGPT 5 is going to be uneventfully awesomer than ChatGPT 4. It's going to require 10 times the training to be like 10% more accurate. It's a lorem ipsum generator. That's all it is. Oh, what? It played chess and got your confidence back. I don't care if it can play chess. Chess is a game. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I have no doubt that AI will beat people at chess and Go. Right? Just like I have no doubt that that an algorithm or ML could produce algorithms faster than me. There's a step-by-step solution, right? I know they say that. Okay, really, Grandmaster, real talk. Do you even believe this at all? Does anyone actually believe they're not
It
working on
turns all your
ChatGPT
bad
5?
feelings into good feelings.
It's a nightmare.
Welcome to Costco, I love you. Give me the meat and give it to me raw. This goes out to Thaprimagin. Bang.
Those are all the different ones. I like that. You can't stop AI. But real talk, you think for a moment ChatGPT isn't working on ChatGPT 5? You really think that you really think that they're not doing it? This multi-trillion-dollar potential organization is just like, yeah, out of the goodness of our heart, yeah, we didn't do it. Yeah. Yeah. Why would we do that? That seems strange. Yeah, Microsoft owns us. You know, Microsoft, they're always good actors in the space. Microsoft is known for how good they are and for stewarding things good. It's not like they've made year after year of embrace, extend, extinguish. They're actually really great people. And so they've told us to hold off, sacrifice making money for the good of humanity. Yeah, Microsoft. Wolf4545, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Let's go. Zeleats, resubscribe. Love you long time. Oh, me love you long time. But they made TypeScript. Yeah, I still don't care. Scalamando, I love it. Brand new Twitch Prime. This streamer is extensively handsome today, always. I'm struggling to learn web dev to land my first job. I love coding, but web dev, tech, JS just doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, okay. Well, then you're going to have to open the door with... You got to open the door. Yeah, work on your discipline. Open the door for the back end then. You got to go for that back end, okay? If the front end ain't where it's at, you got to go for the back end for you. You know, and sometimes you got to, let's see, one in the chat for thinking Clement's video wasn't a joke. I'm not sure if it is or isn't a joke, okay? Sick Hal, thank you for the gifted community sub. Let's go. Is that Rust Anal? Yes, it is. Lil Bobby Tables, thank you for that. I love you, Costco. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Dr. Puke Plays, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. I got infected. Oh, you got cordyceps, baby? Did you guys see that one article that just recently came out that someone actually got cordyceps? Let's see. You'll know if you look into the comments of the video. You'll know. Hey, thank you, Enzo Albornoz and Seed Run 1. Thank you for the 2 back-to-back brand new Twitch Primes. And Sarthak, again, I don't know why you keep doing that. I appreciate that. Armchair Tugboat? What? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm just going to call you Tub Girl. Appreciate that. Mole Gad, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime for 4 months. Many appreciate it. Orange Slices, let's go. Did you call me Dr. Puke Plays? I did. Dr. Duke Plays. I may or may not.
Welcome to
have
Costco.
dyslexia. Appreciate that. It's my job not to tell you the answer. Stack Overflow moderator. Absolutely. Fallout Ghost. Let's go. Malik, all the things. You better say thank you, Malik. You better get some space ready to say thank you. All right. What time is it? I know what time it is. So you know what time it is? It's time to go to twitch.tv. It's time to end this cursed stream, okay? You can still work on JS backends. You can, but why would you want to do that to yourself? Like, why would you want to unironically put JavaScript on the back end? Okay? I don't even get it. I don't even get it. Is this Minecraft Legends? Minecraft Legends has some much different objectives. What is this? I don't know how this even works. It was crazy. The last 4 times I joined the stream, it's about to end. I know, it happens, but baby. Began is on? Oh, shit, Began's on? See, I really wish the show more would show up. Okay. Began. Oh, we're going Began Bot. Let's go, Began. He's the greatest streamer of all time. If you guys don't know who Began Bot is, it means you weren't here during the real days. Began Bot is a freak of nature. Okay? You're about to break Began's stream. I know. Dude, Began is so good. Okay? He is...
The castle will fix it and leave.
He is so weird. And so amazing. He's doing a chair stream. Oh, we're about to do a chair stream pick. Me and you. Chair stream together. One-on-one. Real talk, though, pick. I do want to do a little Tarkov run at some point. Okay? We got to do a Tarkov run or something like that, okay? He is blue today. Oh, he is blue today. Hell yeah, brothers.
Why
all right, hey.
Hey, it's
I'm going to take off. You have a good one. Appreciate you. Thanks, everybody.